I want you so bad, alpha cracker. I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Ooh, I want you, alpha cracker. I want you so bad, alpha cracker.
Don't me call one kasa.
Alpha goodness rich in milk and butter. In Alpha Cracker. Yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers. Simply irresistible.
This advert is FDA approved.
Luckiest, luckiest, luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. Luckiest. Star 712.
How to play and win online. Step 1. Go to the URL or website www.theluckiestafrica.com. Step 2. Click on Ready to Play and register. Step 3. Fill out your valid details to register. Step 4. Enter and confirm the OTP sent to your email. Step 5. Purchase your ticket or generate a random ticket. Step 6. Enter the ticket amount you want to buy. Step 7. Follow the steps to buy tickets for yourself or someone. Step 8. Confirm your ticket and choose your payment option. Step 9. Follow the steps to make payment. Step 10. Verify your phone number. I am Mr. Good Luck and I'm on a mission to spread luck all around.
Nurse, papa, driver, bouncer, friends, teacher, banker. Star 712 hash. You could be the luckiest.
Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment.
Wow.
Enjoy the tasty McBerry Twist cupcakes, deliciously baked and packaged for a sweet treat. Premium quality cakes baked with love for all, enriched in butter and milk.
Yummy. Oh.
McBerry Twist cupcakes, simply irresistible. Try one today. This advert is FDA approved.
Promoted some stuff without letters to that effect, and the auditors have detected that the amount involved in terms of the salary, the attendance salaries that you pay these persons
were in excess of 74,000. I'll go straight to the recommendation. Have you dealt with the situation?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I have done so. When I detected that this was a problem, when the auditors came, I convened a meeting.
I am happy with I have done so. I like the brevity. Now, have you brought this to the attention of the auditors?
I have done that, please.
Auditors, can you verify and confirm that the recommendation as contained in paragraph 652 has been complied with?
Follow up. 8 staff had their letters submitted to us and we verified that. And that covers an amount of 77,512. The rest, we are yet to be finished with their promotion letters.
Auditor, I wouldn't have come back, but it means that the letters, the outstanding letters of the names of the people who have been promoted in respect of the payroll enhancement is in excess of 300,000 or nearly 300,000 outstanding. Is that the case?
Yes, that is the case.
I'll come back to Metro Director. Metro Director, you were very specific in responding to the fact that you have rectified the situation. Apparently, you did some. When can we be assured that the outstanding names will be cleared?
Honorable Chair, those who were acquitted and discharged for having letters, the rest who were involved were asked to make payment, of which they have done some initial payment to be paid within some installment to recover the whole amount done.
I don't understand.
The number of persons who were involved, some brought letters to explain themselves.
You see, Metro Director, I was very specific in respect of the efforts you made in complying with the recommendation. You told me that you have complied with the recommendation, which suggests that you've supplied all the letters in respect of the persons promoted whose salaries have been enhanced. The auditors are saying that that wasn't the case. It was about only 10 persons. Now, the amount involved in respect of these 10 persons sums up to about 77,000. So we have about 6,000 outstanding in respect of the persons whose letters have not been brought for verification. And as the director, what have you done?
Honorable Chair, I am saying that when the letters were brought for verification, all of them could not produce their letters. So I blocked the salaries of those who could not produce letters for them to pay back the unearned salary, which all of them have been able to do commitment. And I have the documents here for a verification.
Commitment is in terms of payment.
Payment.
And yet no payment has been done?
Payment is done. I have the documents here, Honorable Chair.
Okay. What is the nature of the commitment?
Honorable Chair, when I realized that some of them couldn't produce the letters, I invited them. I made them to know the amount that each of them owed and what we were going to do to retrieve the money. So each of them promised an amount that they were going to pay as an initial commitment, and then we will spread it over a certain period of time to get that money recovered. So they have done the payment, and the repayment schedule has also been planned, and they are doing it as it was promised.
So how much has been paid? How much has been paid in respect of the commitments provided?
The commitment is
yes. Please take the committee. Please. You have to take the committees very seriously. So how much has been paid as a result of the commitment supplied to you?
Mr. Chairman, we paid 30,000.
You and who? Are you included?
They paid 30,000.
Okay.
787.
How many are these?
There are 17.
And the 17 are the persons whose indebtedness is in excess of 294,000. Is that the case?
Yes, please, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Now, when was the last time they made this payment?
They made it in various tranches. Some paid 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago. And some also paid, even as at yesterday, some people paid.
As at yesterday?
Some people paid. Even today,
some are paid this morning?
Yes.
Brilliant. Have you brought this matter to the attention of the auditors?
Honorable Chair, the yesterday payment, when I was preparing to come, I couldn't update audit but they have the initial ones that I got before I came to PAC.
But how did you receive today's payment while you are here?
Yes, I am in contact with my officers on the ground. So they are updating me on what is happening on WhatsApp. Honorable Chair.
Before I get back to the auditors, okay, give a copy of the documents in respect of the 30,000 recovered so far to the auditors for verification. And then let me get back to DG. DG, as a committee, we are not happy about this situation because the circumstances under which salaries have been enhanced on the payroll, persons have been paid when there is no attendant promotional letters, it's a problem. How did that happen?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. When I saw this, even before the questions were coming, what I wanted to say was that I think somewhere 2018 or 2020, right? The promotion done and even the current one done, usually it takes a little time for the letters to be printed across. So in order that the teachers don't suffer or staff don't suffer too much, the IPPD unit will start work with the upgrading or the promotions in the system whilst the letters are printed and sent to the teachers. We understand some teachers in the process have not been able to receive their letters or have not received their letters as we speak. So when the district director was responding, what I was curious about was whether genuinely these people were not promoted and they got some way, somehow fraudulently got promoted, or it is the case that they actually went for exam, got promoted, but we have not given them promotion letters. These are matters that I think we would want to delve deeper to understand. Otherwise, other teachers may also suffer the same fate. If they have been genuinely promoted, then it behoves on us to expedite their letters so that they wouldn't be going through this problem. So if I may, Honorable Chair, I may want to get into this if I could be given some leave to work with the district director to understand the matter very well. For all you know, these people were properly promoted, except they didn't receive their letters. If that is so, then we'll expedite and get them their letters. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
But DG, this has been almost 2 years since this report came, and we haven't been able to resolve this, or even if it's 1 year ago. I mean, if I'm a teacher, I've been promoted, now I have to refund the money until I get a letter. I mean...
Honorable Chair, that is exactly the point that I'm making, that at this stage I am unable to say whether it is a case that they were genuinely promoted and they haven't received their letters. At least we haven't heard the district director saying so, but we would want to get into it to see whether that was the case. That if so, then we remedy the situation. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Let me finish. Let me finish, then you can. Now, DG, I find favor with your approach. But you see, your director said when the auditors came out with the report, and based on the recommendation, he asked for the letters to be provided. Only 10 did so, and they have been cleared. The rest didn't protest. That's where I think that there's some problem. If I were genuinely promoted and enhanced in terms of payroll, and my letter is not reflecting, I will protest and say that it is the head office fault, and therefore I would have made efforts to ensure to getting that letter. But they submitted payment plan to pay back without any protestation. So I'll leave it and I'll get back to Chairman on this matter. Maybe that somebody has a follow-up.
DJ, how long a time should we give you to get to the bottom of this problem?
For these 2 weeks should be enough.
2 weeks.
2 weeks should be enough, yes.
All right.
All right, let's move on to the next one for Tamale, paragraph 653. Honorable Bawa.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The third paragraph relates to unearned salaries. The auditors observed that 7 staff separated from the GES between May 2021 and September 2022, but were paid and earned salaries totaling 70,891.32 Ghana cedis. And the recommendation is that the Regional Education Director should ensure that the Municipal Director of Education recovers the amount of 70,891.32 with interest at the prevailing Bank of Ghana rate. Have you complied with this recommendation?
Honorable Chair, I complied. Except that I didn't calculate it on the Bank of Ghana's interest rate.
So you'll be able to recover the original 70,891.32?
I have recovered 7,900 Ghana cedis.
Out of 70,000?
Yes.
And what of the rest?
Some of them were discharged. When they came and made a protest, they had documents to explain themselves as to why they didn't take such salaries.
So you believe they earned the salaries?
Pardon me, Mr. Chairman.
You believe they earned the salaries?
Yes, they mentioned that.
Lawfully?
Yes, they mentioned that.
Have you sent the justification to the auditors? Have you brought it to their notice?
Honorable Chairman, I did.
Auditors, can you come in?
Honorable Chair, we have evidence to the 6,000 that has been retrieved, but evidence to the fact that they actually earned this, the others earned the salary, we don't have that one.
Director,
yes.
Then you have to, as a matter of urgency, reconcile with the auditors. Based on the evidence that you have that they earned the salaries legally, you have to get to the auditors and then you reconcile these figures.
Honorable Chair, I did, but the problem was that it got to a point when I was doing the reconciliation, it was catching into the time of a public account hearing, and we had to deal with whatever we had gotten on table to submit. So I think he wasn't able to update Accra on whatever transpired later.
So the directive is that you should reconcile with the auditors and report.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
That'll be all for Tamale Metro. Your discharge. Boku. Boku. Is Boku here? Okay. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee. Kindly introduce yourself, please.
My name is John Soka Jagri, caretaker director for Boku Municipal.
I'm Abure Edward, the municipal director.
Put your mic on before you speak.
Abure Edward, municipal education accountant.
All right, you're welcome. Boku GS, you have 4 staff who all vacated posts but were paid salaries. You have to recover the money from them. I want to find out if you've been able to recover the monies.
Honorable Chairman, thank you very much. We have been able to recover 19,000 Ghana cedis out of a total of 54,262.03 Ghana cedis.
Okay, we'll take it one by one. The first person, Ayin Denaba, Michael. How much have you recovered from the 9,400?
We recovered 7,000, leaving a balance of 2,434.
Okay. What of Kusi Apiayao?
We recovered 3,000 Ghana cedis, leaving a balance of 8,765 cedis, 46 pesos.
Yeah. Then Akanyele Daniel.
We recovered 7,000 Ghana cedis, leaving a balance of 595 cedis, 16 pesos.
Then the last person, Abbas Mohammed.
Abbas Mohammed, we recovered 2,000 Ghana cedis out of 25,466, leaving a balance of 23,466.242 Ghana cedis.
Are they all still with the GS?
I think 2 of them are with the GS. The other 2 are no more with the GS.
So Abbas is no more with the GS, or he is?
He is not.
So how did you recover the 2,000?
Mr. Chairman, what happened was that we recovered that from the head teacher who was the validator. Because when it was detected that when we received the audit report or recommendations, we checked on him and then we realized that he was not available. And since the head teacher was the one doing the validation, we asked him to produce him.
Yes.
If not, he will have to pay the amount. And he was able to pay 2,000 Ghana cedis.
So he is the one going to pay the entire 25,000?
The issue is that, Mr. Chairman, we are not able to find Abbas Mohammed.
No, I mean the validator.
No, sir.
But he paid the 2,000.
Yes, because we asked him to produce Abbas Mohammed, whom he couldn't produce, and we made him to understand that once he knew that he wasn't around and he was validated, if he cannot produce him, then he must do something about the payment. We committed him to it, and then he was able to pay 2,000. And up to now, we cannot find Abbas Mohammed.
Yeah, so the validator, that's the head of the head teacher, must continue to produce Abbas. And as long as he failed to produce Abbas, he must pay the money.
Well, in fact, the directorate tried to locate Abbas. Abbas, we are told, because of the Boku problem.
Director.
Yes, sir.
Your duty is to allow or to ask the validator to produce, which you have done. And you have also asked him to refund the money, which he has started paying. But it looks like you are trying to defend the validator. You are trying to defend him. We won't allow that.
Okay, sir. Yes, the validator was made to understand that if we cannot produce the culprits, then he must
refund the money.
Yes, please.
So we have to adopt that strategy now.
Most likely.
So the validator to do that. Now, the rest, they are also paying. So, do you have a payment schedule with them to complete the payment, the refund?
Honorable Chairman, fortunately, my accountant is here, and as I indicated earlier, I'm a caretaker director, and they commenced procedures in that regard.
So, allow him to speak.
Yes, please.
Accountant.
Thank you, Mr.
Do you have a payment schedule with the rest?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We met them, and when they started payment, it got to a time that the situation they couldn't come. So when we had this invitation to come here, we called them. One of them came. That's Daniel Ayimbota. He came and said he would be paying. That was January. But as of yesterday, he didn't come. But the Michael guy, I called him and I didn't get him. So he is left with 4,000, so 2,434.99. So I called him and I told his friend I should tell him that he should come and pay this money. So if they are not paying, I think when we go back, we have to place embargo on those salaries and then pay it back to government chest.
Part of the Kusi Apia.
In fact, Kusi Apia, when he came back to Boku and the situation started, he went back again. So he only paid 3,000. From there, we are not getting him. When we call his line, he's not going. And he's not also from the area, unless he's from Accra here or where. So we can't contact him.
All right, so for the one owing the 2,400, that's the Ayin Denaba.
Ayin Denaba, Mike.
And then the Daniel
Ayimbota.
They are still with the service, so
yes, sir.
It will be easy to recover those ones. If they are not, you should place embargo on their salary and they will come and pay. Now, how to get the Kusi Apia and the Abbas is where the challenge is. Now, for the Abbas, the validator must be made to pay. Now, we can do the same for Kusi Apia also. The one who validated Kusi Apia for the period from February 2022 to July 2022. That's about 6 months. He must also be made to pay the 8,500 balance. So communicate to them that the committee is asking them to refund the money for the people they have validated. So enter into a payment plan with them so that they can refund the money and furnish the auditors with the agreement that you have reached with them within 2 weeks.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairman.
Okay, thank you, Yodi.
But I would want to find out, Honorable Chairman, whether it's normally it involves the head teacher and then the circuit supervisor. So in this case, are we holding the two of them? In the case of Kusi Apia, and
did you hold the two of them?
No. In the case of the Abbas Mohammed, we didn't hold the two of them.
You didn't hold the two of them?
Yes.
You held only one?
Yes.
Now you want to add a circuit supervisor to it? Do you want the committee to direct that?
Well, you see...
Okay, the committee is directing that the circuit supervisor should be added.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Yes. Yes.
No, according to what we have learned today, the circuit supervisor, after approval of the validator, he approved directly to headquarters.
Yes.
They have a PVS system.
Yes.
The SPV system.
Okay.
So you are discharged. Timpani.
Thank you very much, Honorable.
Let's have Timpani. Is Timpani here? Okay. Kindly introduce yourself.
Yes, Director. Honorable Chair, I'm Mr. T. Rashid Anafo, Director of Education for Timpani.
Thank you for coming. Paragraph 656, Honorable Mutala.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The infraction is an earned salary. A total amount of 4,496 Ghana cedis, 28 pesos, was paid to one Mr. Mohammed Salfu Ayaba, who resigned. The recommendation is that you recover the money. Has the money been recovered?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Salfu Mohammed is now with the Ghana Immigration Service. When he wrote resigning, I equally wrote that his steps should be taken to purge his name from our payroll. But somehow he went away with 2 months' salary. He claimed that he was on training and thought that Ghana Education Service and Immigration Service are both services of Ghana. So he has no duty to pay back the money. Every effort to get him to pay back since we got this invitation has been futile.
Director, at the time when he was having the training, it is clear that he had gotten his appointments already. Because if you don't have appointments, you will not be allowed to go through training by the Ghana Immigration Service. So where they are paid allowances. So it means that at that time he was no longer with the GES. He was officially with the Ghana Immigration Services. And he received training allowances. When we say that every effort, to recover the money has proved futile, what kind of effort did you put in place? Because as far as I'm concerned, it's fraud.
Yes, it came to my notice, Mr. Chairman. It only came to my notice when I was served this invitation that he had managed to take 2 months' salary. I have his resignation letter here dating 1st October. And I have my footnote. Take note and act accordingly to pay the payroll of his name. But if he went with 2 months' salary, I followed up with calls. He admitted that he took the 2 months' salary, but he didn't see the need to pay back.
Director, he resigned in October.
Yes, October.
So it means that he would have taken his salary for November, December, January, February. That's what it means. So for me, it's not even auditors. I really don't think it should be 2 months. It should be 4 months. Well, he resigned in October, but the report captured January, February. So if he resigned in October, he needed to have forfeited the November, December salary.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
If those 2 were taken.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Our validation system, as you've been listening from the first on this and end salaries, happens to do with the headmaster and the CISO before it comes to your notice. So I wouldn't want to argue any case. I just want to assure the House that when I get home, the salaries will be paid by the CISO and the headmaster, who would then take steps to get their money from Mr. Salfu Mohammed.
Chairman, I will yield that to you. But what I think is that, yes, if he indeed resigned in October and the report captured just the salary for January, February, I really don't think that he was deserving. Yes. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.